You are looking at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio. It is more action here on Thursday night. It is the Kent State Golden Flashes and the Bowling Green Falcons. So everybody, my name is Kyle Mathis. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Raymond McConnell. How are you doing, Raymond? We just saw a game that was kind of a blowout with Toledo winning, so we have this game right here.
Yeah, hopefully we're in for another good game where we see some good quarterback play from these MAC quarterbacks, which, quite frankly, in the offseason was the QB carousel from all the MAC teams.
Absolutely. On the return, it is Kent State in their white uniforms, bringing it out to about the 34-yard line. And I just have a quick question. So Bowling Green, we talk about their offseason. They did not have the best recruiting offseason. They had the least number of players in the MAC. So how do you think that will affect Bowling Green's season?
Yeah, I think when you look at Bowling Green's offseason in the recruiting, right, like they didn't get a whole bunch of guys in there, but they definitely got Curtis Andrews in, which is a big steal from Miami of Ohio, which we just saw Roland is taking over there from Ball State. So again, that QB carousel is in there. However, I don't think that they're actually going to, be so disappointed. They know that they don't have a whole lot of talent on that side of both sides of the ball. But they're not 5-stars, they're not elites, but they're definitely going to compete. And the head coach of Bowling Green is making sure that their guys are ready every single game.
Cairo Croft with a 12-yard rush, and he transferred from the Oklahoma Sooners last season. He played in the playoffs last year, lost to Texas A&M in the quarterfinals. So he is coming into the MAC on a mission.
Talk about a steal. Talk about a steal right in the offseason. You get Croft, who comes from OU in the playoffs, and absolutely is coming into the MAC as probably the best QB in the MAC.
And we will see here Andrew Wrigley with the rush. First and 10, and the Kent State is all the way inside the 30-yard line. And the play action, Croft dishes it out, quick throw, and all the way down to the 24 goes Gary Ken.
Yeah, that's a great catch there, right? Just get you 5 yards. You're automatically into a 2nd and 5 position. Closing in on that red zone. Kent State looking good.
Well, here we go, 2nd and 5. Like you said, closing into the red zone. Here is Cairo Croft again, throwing it across, and he perfectly places that pass to Quinn Peters. And that's what he can do. I mean, coming from Oklahoma, he had to play in against some really, really, really good defenders. Perfectly places that pass right there. Now it's a 3rd and 2, and Croft is going to send a man in motion, and he's going to fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself and rumbling free down inside the 10. It's an 11-yard rush, and I was just laughing because the Kent State, they do look like the LA Chargers with their helmets.
They really do. I don't know. They got trips on the left side here, but those bolts of lightning, are they going to have lightning on this play? Who knows?
Here we go, play action. It won't be a 1st and goal. It'll be a 1st and 10, but it's not going to matter.
Lightning strikes. Lightning strikes. Yeah, Cairo Croft there to Quinn Peters in the back of the end zone. There's a touchdown. First drive, score, first game. I think there's no jitters, right? Let's say it. He's probably going to be the best QB in the MAC. He's probably going to start proving it right here in the first game against Bowling Green.
Yeah, and I was about to say that. Prove it early rather than later. And he has a heck of a first drive, a 7-play, 61-yard drive. And there you go. Kent State is now up 7-0 as Jesse Wilfong puts in the extra point. But what a start for the Kent State Chargers, a.k.a. the Kent State Golden Flashes. But what a start for them. They are playing very well so far. And I feel like I'm going to say that a lot of the time in this game.
Who looks better? You got the all-orange here from Bowling Green. It looks good. Then you have this, maybe fast play, kind of lightning bolt, maybe gimmicky from Kent State. Who looks better?
I don't know. That's the question. I guess we'll leave it up to the chat on that one.
Leave it up to the chat.
Here we go. 1st and 10, Curtis Andrews from Miami of Ohio, throwing to the side, and it's a low pass immediately to Leonardo Moore. But that's an interesting start here for Andrews. That was into almost double coverage.
Yeah, and you talk about 2 different recruiting off seasons, right? Kent State gets Bowling Green gets their guy in Curtis Andrews, and they didn't get a whole lot of people, but who do they got? They got Miami of Ohio, Curtis Andrews. So that's going to be something to definitely look out for this whole year, is how he does at Bowling Green.
Yeah, Curtis Andrews transferred from Miami. He had 2,424 yards last season, only threw 7 interceptions and threw 14 touchdowns. What a season for him. And here he goes, and he lofts it across, and it's caught there to the 50-yard line goes R.J. Bennett for an 18-yard reception. And I mean, for this team that had a rough recruiting offseason, or had a rough offseason in terms of recruiting, they are doing very good on this opening drive of the season.
Yeah, they're doing really good, right? Matthew Coleman there on the stop, but you're seeing some good out routes. You're seeing a couple things on the edges here, maybe trying to attack the linebacking core of Kent State.
Well, here we go. They're already out to the 50-yard line. And here we go again. Andrews going to hand it off to their running back, Trevor Steele, who's actually a walk-on.
Yeah, I mean, good, nice run there. Get 5 yards, put him into a good position in 2nd and 5. Let's see if they can continue to do something here with Andrews.
Yeah, nice play there by the walk-on. Getting 5 yards there. Here's Curtis Andrews again, going to take off as he got pressured, and he's going to be wrapped up and loses 3 yards. Brought down there by Chris Gargis.
Yeah, Chris Gargis is a big man there up in the middle. He's going to fill a lot of space, and he wants to live in the backfield this year.
Yeah, and how good Kent State's defense is. How many sacks do you think they're going to get in this game? That's already number 1 right there, and we're early in the first quarter. And I'll let you answer that question after this play right here, as Andrews going to send a man in motion, 3rd and 8. He's going to get pressure, but has a lot of time, but he's going to be sacked down. That's number 2, Chris Gargis. Number 2 in the game, number 2 for him.
Kyle, we talk about this all the time when we see QBs hold the ball for too long. Where's the clock? Where's the clock in your head? You see the pressure coming at you. Just throw it away. I know it's 3rd down and long, but at least get some field position from a punt.
Yeah, I mean, they were at the 50-yard line. They get backed up all the way to the 44 in their own territory. So, like you said, they got to have that mental clock. That's a huge deal when you're a quarterback. As this one's going to go deep and taken. A fumble on the punt return, but it doesn't matter. It'll be brought out to the 26. But, man, talk about a close call there by number 5, Jeff Taylor.
Yeah, and we're talking about it, and we were talking about the recruiting class, and we're talking about 2 different recruiting classes. Kent State goes out, and they add a lot of depth on the defensive side of the ball with Martell Wright and Matthew Coleman in the free safeties positions. That looks good on the other side, right? You saw a good 3 and out.
Yeah, great play here. Cairo Croft, got that pass off, and that one was dropped. I didn't quite see who that was, but slippery fingers, or butterfingers early on for this Kent State team in this drive.
Yeah, and if you're Kent State, you just want to do the same thing as you did last time. You want to move the ball downfield, and you want to get some points on the board. And right now, he's trying to get as many yards as he can, but Cairo Croft, -2 yards on that play.
Yeah, brought down there by Michael Taylor. And this Bowling Green defense, they're a defense that you got to look out for. And Cairo Croft just got a quick welcome to the mat gift right there.
Yeah, Michael Taylor is a sophomore. He's 6 foot, 230 pounds. I don't think Croft wants him laying on him too much tonight, but he's everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go, 3rd and 12. Cairo Croft, he transferred from Oklahoma. He's going to send it deep, and he's got a man, but it's dropped. And it's going to be incomplete. Well, I think Croft is doing a heck of a job right now. I think these Kent State receivers need to start holding on to the football here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on that one. He put the ball, he placed it well. Wide receiver has to make that grab on the sideline.
That's for sure. Here's the kick taken at the 30-yard line and brought all the way to the 37 by A.J. Higgins. And here we go. Bowling Green comes back out. This team, the difference between these teams from last season is that Kent State went under 500. They finished 3-4. Bowling Green went over 500 at 4-3. So they're trying to do the same thing this season. Here's Curtis Andrews on the first play of the drive, and he kind of underthrew his man. I think that was Key Hens there, who we overthrew.
Yeah, it didn't look good there. Martell Wright in coverage. There's a little bit of pressure, not too much.
But here we go. Curtis Andrews dipping it off, and that is going to be R.J. Bennett with the 5-yard gain. And this is a crucial 3rd and 5 this early in the game.
Yeah, you just want to see them convert. You want to see them get something going. Momentum. We talk about momentum all the time. Here's a chance to build it.
Here we go at the 42-yard line. Curtis Andrews throwing it across. Got a man open, and that's going to be a first down for R.J. Bennett, who already has 3 catches for 29 yards. He's making himself known here for Curtis Andrews.
He is, and Bennett actually getting the first down with 3 guys around him, getting and fighting for every single yard.
1st and 10 now, as it's going to go 5 wide here. Well, look out. It might be a triple option here as Andrews flips it off to his running back. Running free now all the way down to the 44 as Leonardo Moore. An 8-yard rush, but that was a nice play there from Andrews to make sure he didn't get tackled there and flipped it off to his running back.
Yeah, Kyle, that was kind of actually dangerous. Matthew Prestige was there in the backfield. Almost looked like he was going to get a blown-up play. Yeah. Still flips the ball out.
5 wide for Andrews, and he'll take off. Looks like a design QB run. No gain for Andrews there, as he's brought down by Rocky Dale.
Yeah, Rocky Dale. Yeah, Rocky Dale finding the hole, getting there first, and now getting into a 3rd and 2nd for Bowling Green.
Here we go, 3rd and 2. They're already into Kent State territory. They hand this one off, and flying into the backfield and dropping down Trevor Steele for a loss. And that was Rocky Dale on the play for Kent State, but that was also number 55, Christopher Barnes, who got there too.
And we might have to talk about this, Kyle, where the biggest thing missing for Bowling Green is a running back. That's somebody that they didn't go out and find this offseason. Maybe they can, get somebody to come on campus and take the job, but they're going to need that running back that they can count on this year.
Yeah, they got to get that running back. That is a huge thing. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Curtis Andrews through the air. I'm liking the defensive play so far, but that running back is a huge deal for this Bowling Green team. But here is Cairo Croft coming back out for his 3rd drive. And here he goes on the play action, throws it deep and overshot his man by a mile. But, I mean, let's just talk about where these the QB transfer portal here. Cairo Croft replaced Dylan Tate, who transferred to Clemson, and Curtis Andrews replaced Jake Brummer, who went to USC. So a lot of replacing here in the MAC as Croft goes play action and finds a man over the middle. And look at the speedy Kyle Perry for a 48-yard reception. And I saw it in the chat. Michael Rury said, throw to Kyle. They finally do it right there and get a huge gain.
Yeah, that's actually a big play. Croft finding his man and actually beating the coverage, right? Throwing it right over the top. And luckily, he didn't get all the way gone. He actually had some speed. They just got to him.
Yeah, and that was Bowling Green just barely making the tackle there. Luckily, that might end up being the difference between 3 and 7. Play action for Croft. They send pressure on the edge. It's caught there, and it was caught there by Gary Ken for an 18-yard reception.
Yeah, where's the defense?
His forward momentum. Did you see? Look at this replay. His forward momentum brought him out of bounds, and he had nothing but green grass ahead of him for the touchdown. Yeah,
that's a great pitch and catch there. There's nobody around for Bowling Green, though. Like, where's Anderson Jr. or Wallace? Somebody's got to cover him.
Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Here is Croft again, a lot of time, and dishes it off to the flat, and a huge hit there on the Andrew Grigley. That was a big hit there by David Anderson Jr. on the play.
Yeah, David Anderson Jr. saying, sit down, young man. You're not going any further today.
Yeah, and I see in the chat, wrong Kyle, guys. Well, my apologies for that, but they still connected with a Kyle, I guess, and it still worked out very well. But here we go, Cairo Croft throws it to the end zone, and it's going to be caught there by Ian Rogers. Another touchdown for the Kent State Golden Flashes.
Hey, two really good drives, right, from Kent State to start this game off. 8 of 11 from Croft. He's got 2 touchdowns, not a lot of errant throws already, so it's looking good for Kent State starting this game.
5-play, 79-yard drive, and that was a great drive there, and a lot of it came there from Kyle Perry. But you can't discredit what this offense has done for Kent State, and they now have a 2-possession lead here late in the first quarter.
I should have got with the head coach of Kent State and asked a question about the flash fast. Is that what the bolts are for? You might have to find that out in chat.
Yeah, and here it comes, the return all the way to the 32-yard line by A.J. Higgins, and here comes Bowling Green State University. We take a look at Kent State, 34 yards they've allowed. They have 2 sacks so far, and what a start for this team. But man, I see in the chat Michael Rury saying, let's throw it to Kyle. This might be Kyle DeVita's time. This might be his time to get some passes here from Curtis Andrews. As here goes Andrews now. Has a lot of time. He's got to be looking out here as he's sacked down again for a loss of 8. And again, this time it's Kelvin Gilbert for his first sack.
Yeah, you had Christopher Barnes in the backfield. You had almost the entire D line in the backfield. The offensive line gave him enough time, though. Andrews, you got to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, and you were talking about earlier that mental clock. Curtis Andrews has to have that mental clock because, man, this Kent State defensive line comes at him very, very, very quickly, as we've seen so far. Here he is again. He's going to dish it off, and look out here. It's almost intercepted there by Rocky Dale.
Rocky Dale has been everywhere already in this first quarter, and that was a very dangerous pass coming across the body there.
Dangerous. Yeah, for sure. Here goes 5 wide. Curtis Andrews, here we go. He's going to back up and gets pressured again, and this time he got it off, and it is caught there by R.J. Bennett. but it's not going to be enough. 4th and 6, and you see Curtis Andrews getting up after taking that hit when he got the pass off.
Yeah, that was Quincy Palazzo in the backfield there, right up in his face. Maybe a little couple extra, tugs there to keep him on the ground after play was over. But still, that's pressure from Kent State's defense, and now they get the ball back.
And making sure that he knows, man, we're coming for you tonight. Jeff Taylor with the 11-yard return, and the passing plays have worked for Kent State so far. 110 yards gained, 32 yards gained on the rush. But man, what a passing night for Cairo Croft so far.
So we saw it in the first game of the night where Toledo almost every single series had it going, right? It looks like Kent State's following the same pattern.
Yeah, they're going to hand it off on the first play of the drive. Cutting to the outside and breaking free past the 50 is Grigley. Man, the speed getting to the outside for him.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was Michael Taylor there, the linebacker or corner. It just nobody could get to him. And they're going to have to find something on defensive side in the on the front five, to stop that kind of running game.
Here we go, 1st and 10. They're ready into Bowling Green territory, and Bowling Green sent blitz. Croft got it away, but it'll be out of bounds for a 2nd and 10.
You know me, Kyle. I like the smart plays from the quarterback. If it's not there, throw it away. You can always live on the next down.
And that was a great play, and here we go. Can you live on this down? 2nd and 10, throws it to the side, and it's caught there by Nickelberry. And I saw in the chat, someone said, can we get Nickelberry some offense? Well, there you go. 1 reception on the night, and there's probably going to be a lot more for him.
Yeah, Cairo Croft is pitch and catching out there pretty much here in the first quarter. So you might see more of that.
3rd and 6, Croft going to go deep with it, and he's got a man open, but he overshot his man. And that was Kyle Perry wide open down the sideline. And the overshoot by Croft, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go.
Yeah, really surprising you're going for it. Probably not in field goal range, but Croft wants that one back. Let's see if they go back to it.
Let's see if they do. A lot of time for Croft. He's going to go deep. Looks like they might go back to it, and it's overshot again. And this time it was Quinn Peters.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough to swallow if you're a Kent State fan. Croft going deep twice in a row, not even giving the receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
And you can see how much that means that David Anderson Jr., the cornerback in this Bowling Green defense, you can see how much that means for him. Getting that stop on 4th down on the next play, it's a handoff to Trevor Steele for an 8-yard rush.
Hey, what a great run there by Steele. That's 8 yards. Second and 2, puts the offense in a really great position, opens up the playbook.
Yeah, they're almost at the 50-yard line already, almost into Kent State territory on 2nd and 2 with 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Curtis Andrews going to keep it and run it, and he's fumbled the ball. It's fumbled and picked up by Kent State, and it's going to be picked up. And if I saw correctly, that was Martrell Wright, the free safety, getting to the quarterback and making a hit.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here. Andrews, read option, he keeps it, and he's actually getting some good yards, and he takes a shot, and the ball is just out.
Not a good turnover for Bowling Green. They had a lot of, they had a really good chance there to get some points on the board, and I mean, it was just a great play there by Martrell Wright.
I'm going to give the softball layup here to Naki in the chat. Bowling Green really dropped the ball on that drive. We got you there, buddy. We'll give it to you.
Here we go. Croft going to get it to his man, and I don't think they're going to catch him here.
Wales.
Rumbling to the end zone and brought down at the 1-yard line.
Croft,
it's Connor Marecki.
Croft had it. Why did he change position to come back up? He could have gone for the pylon there. Obviously missed tackle there. Could have definitely saved some extra yards, but ends up getting brought down right around the 2-yard line. Holds on to the ball at the end. That's key.
Yeah, and that was Charlie Burnett with a touchdown-saving tackle right there. But a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Can they punch this one in? Croft. It looks like he's going to run it here. He's going to run it to the end zone. My apologies. Andrew Grigley gets the touchdown there for Kent State. I thought that was Croft, but a smart play on the, good play there by Kent State.
Yeah, Kyle, here's something we talk about all day long. It's the turnover battle. And when you give opportunities and you turn the ball over, you don't want to see the other team get points. Well, Kent State just put 7 points up off that turnover.
Yep, and that was a huge play to get them set up, and then a nice run there by Grigley in the Wildcat formation to get the points on the board. 21-0 Kent State with little time to go in the first quarter, and this might be the last play. We'll see as this one's going to be returned all the way out past the 30 by Kyle DeVita. And there you go, getting some touches right there, but 2 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, and Kent State's defense just everywhere. They're everywhere. And honestly, we need to see something from Curtis Andrews and maybe something from A.J. Higgins or even Bennett in the wide receiver core.
Yeah, 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here is Andrews looking downfield and flips it off to the side, and an incomplete pass. That'll bring us into the second quarter. At the end of the first, it's 21-0 with Kent State out in front. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And welcome back to the start of the second quarter as Curtis Andrews, after the throwaway in the last play, goes 5 wide to start the second quarter. And he's going to run this one. Andrews rumbling. He already fumbled before, but this time he keeps onto the ball and picks up 7. That's a good play there by Andrews. And oh man, kind of got tripped up there.
Yeah, that's a great play by Andrews. Even better play by Kent State's defense, swarming to the ball to get it to 3rd and 3.
At 3rd and 3, this is totally doable here as Curtis Andrews going to get pressured and dips it off. He's got a man open, and a huge play there by Trevor Steele. We've seen some big rushes, and now we see him getting out and getting Andrews that quick throw on the blitz.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was Jones or Cole coming off the corner blitz there, but definitely applying pressure.
Here's a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, and Andrews is going to keep. And he gets wrestled down for no gain on the play, brought down there by Christopher Barnes. That's his first tackle for loss of the night.
Yeah, it doesn't light him up, but trips him up, right? So it stops the momentum and gets him into a 2nd and 10 for Bowling Green.
2nd and 10. And here's going to be a handoff again for the Falcons. Rumbling up the gut there is Tommy Myers this time for a 9-yard rush.
Yeah, great job, right? Puts them in 3rd and 1. This is what you want to see. If you're a Bowling Green fan, you want to see them to start putting things together. Another 1st down would definitely do that.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. They're at the 40-yard line, and they're going to hand this one off, and rumbling up the gut again is going to be Trevor Steele this time. That's another 1st down, and Steele is having himself a little bit of a night right now.
Yeah, still making some good plays here, picking up some good yards. Puts Bowling Green into another 1st down situation. They're getting closer and closer to the red zone. Definitely around that field goal range. Let's see if they can't come away with some points on this drive.
1st and 10. They're in great field position here, and Andrews is going to dish it off to the flat where he's got a man open. That's R.J. Bennett, who's really made a huge impact so far in the passing game for the Falcons.
Yeah, Bennett doing a nice job. Andrews finding somebody he likes, knowing that somebody's going to catch the ball. Looks like Bennett's going to be that guy tonight.
And now it's a 2nd and 5, and Bowling Green State, they just have to get some points on the board. You got to think that's just all they have to do right now. They just got to get some points here to get themselves back in this game and to get their momentum back, too, at home as well. As here goes Andrews. He's going to run it up the gut, and he is going to go down to the 15-yard line on a 16-yard rush. And I think that play call from Bowling Green has been great, other than the fumble, of course, but it's been a great play call so far for the Falcons.
Yeah, I was just going to bring up the fumble, right? We're seeing a lot of read option. We always do. But if you're the QB, get down. You've got all those yards. Protect the ball and get down.
Yeah, that's for sure. And look at Curtis Andrews, going to go 5 wide again. And here we go. Let's see who he gives it to here. Andrews has a lot of time and dishes it off, and it's deflected down there by Matthew Prestige.
Yeah, that's a dangerous throw into the flat there with nobody else there but the wideout and the CB. You know, a little error one way or the other, and it might go the opposite way.
Yeah, and that was almost an interception there if Prestige got there, as Trevor Steele with a 3-yard rush. But 3rd and 7 here. Bowling Green's got to convert this.
Yeah, you know, they can come away with 3 here on the drive, but you want to see them get 7.
They're looking for 7 here. 3rd and 7. As Andrews looking, has a lot of time, goes up in the pocket and lofts it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Leonardo Moore. And what a play from Curtis Andrews. They get on the board.
Yeah, that was a great play from Curtis Andrews. Feeling pressure on the right, not having anywhere to go on the left. Lets the route develop and finds him in the corner.
Yeah, steps up in the pocket too, even though he's feeling the pressure. Steps up in the pocket and makes a pure throw. And Bowling Green finally on the board. And that could be the start of something big for this team in this game.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot on Curtis Andrews. So he did a great job on that drive, gets 7 points on the board. They're only down 2 scores now. Let's see if the defense can make an impact.
Yeah, Kent State is going to take a knee in the end zone, bring it out to the 25-yard line, and here we go. This is the start of another drive here for Cairo Croft. He's had a huge night so far for Kent State. And on the first play, it's going to go play action. Croft going to throw it on the run as well to Chase Nickelberry with a nice play.
Yeah, just a great play there. Kind of throws it into coverage, but gets it, threads the needle, and then you're picking up the first down.
Yeah, 9 first downs for Kent State, 5 for Bowling Green so far in this game on a 1st and 10. Another play action this time, and Croft has a lot of time and finds his man wide open down to the 39-yard line. Nickelberry back-to-back catches.
Yeah, that's just inexcusable if you're a Bowling Green fan. Where's the defense? That's twice now that we've seen that happen. They got to man up here, or at least not let so many holes in the zone get exposed.
Yeah, and Croft had a lot of time to throw on that play as well. As we take a look at the total yards, over 130 more yards for Kent State on offense than Bowling Green. And can they convert here? 1st and 10, and they'll move inside the 40, and rumbling inside the 30 is Grigley, who had that Wildcat touchdown on the last drive.
Yeah, I feel like Grigley's been playing really well. Every time he touches the ball, he's just getting some big gains.
Yeah, and really, he's been making some big plays here for Kent State, even though Croft has been obviously making huge plays. I mean, those plays from Grigley, those runs really make a difference in terms of field position. It's a 2nd and 2 now, and they're going to hand it off to him again. It's a rush up the gut for Grigley and a 5-yard gain, moving the chains for the Golden Flashes.
And that's what you like to see. You like to see them keep the defense off balance. They've been throwing the ball a lot, having success. There's a little draw play up the middle. There's 5 yards, and it gets them the first down.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here. And here's Croft again, throwing it off to Grigley. And that was a smart throw by Croft. I know you said earlier that you like the smart plays from the quarterbacks, and he just dished it off instead of trying to force something.
Yeah, you don't want to see the force. I mean, we talk about Croft and how good of a QB he is, but he had a lot of interceptions as well last year. So taking care of the ball is key.
Yeah, 2nd and 9, throwing it off. There's Croft finding Gary Ken for a 3-yard reception, but this could be Bowling Green's defense's chance to kind of get something to go here to 3rd and 6 upcoming.
This
Michael
is big.
Taylor, yeah, this is a huge play for Bowling Green if they can stop him. And a big first down for Kent State too. Croft goes 5 wide. He's going to go to the end zone, and it is almost intercepted there on the play by number 42, David Anderson Jr. And now Kent State's going to have to set up for about a 38-yarder.
Yeah, man, what a big job by the defense there, and it bounced out.
Yeah, that was wide left by Jesse Wilfong, and a huge play for Bowling Green. I mean, they keep this a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that's big. That's really huge there. Great stop by Bowling Green, and even better job almost having that interception. Obviously can't get the feet in bounds, but they don't even come away with 3. Great job.
Oh, a huge hit there on that play. Trevor Steele with a 3-yard rush, and I do believe that was Martrell Wright with the huge hit on him, letting him know he's there to play.
Yeah, get down. Where are you going? He just levels him.
You say, you're not going to get past me. I'm going to let you know that. As now a 2nd and 7 for Bowling Green. And here we go. Curtis Andrews going to play action. And now he's going to dish it off to the side. And a nice run there by R.J. Bennett for a 4-yard gain. But it's a 3rd and 2. Can Bowling Green convert this?
Yeah, and you keep seeing that same name again. Andrews to Bennett. Andrews to Bennett. So let's see if they can't convert.
5 for 8 on 3rd downs in this game. Here's a throw by Andrews. Got a man. That's a smart play by Bowling Green. And it's Bennett again. That Andrews-Bennett connection is something that we were talking about in the pregame. And that's a smart play by Bowling Green, going short with it. All they need is the first down.
Yeah, there was nobody around him for at least 5 yards. The coverage was so soft by Kent State. You're practically giving Bowling Green the first down.
Yeah, and that was a very good play call there by Drury 82, the head coach for Bowling Green, as Trevor Steele gets brought down for no gain. Quincy Palazzo with the tackle.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go on that run. Kent State's front 7 did a really good job, bottle it all up.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. And they send a man in motion. Andrew's going to go with the triple option here, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Finally, Kent State get to him again, and it's Matthew Prestige with the tackle for loss, a loss of 3 and a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, you had Saxon there first. Saxon almost gets the play in the backfield. And you get Prestige coming in on the other side, and they get him for a loss. 3rd and 13, Bowling Green. You got to pick something up.
Curtis Andrews is a quarterback that can pick this up. 13 yards is all they need. He dishes it off to his man, and that's going to be Bennett again. But he's not going to be. He's not going to pick up enough yards. It's going to be a 4th and 5.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of yards back. It's a tough situation to be in 3rd and long. Not really good odds of picking it up. Maybe want to see him take a shot downfield there, but that's okay. You're playing field position right now.
Yeah, and here's the return. Brought up and a hit there, but Jeff Taylor's able to dodge the hit and spin move out of it. But we take a look at Cairo Croft. 165 yards here in the first quarter. Slowing down in the second quarter, only 41 so far.
Yeah, they started kind of going into the run game there a little bit, and you saw Grigley picking up a lot of carries and even Croft having some there. So they might go back into it. They're being pretty balanced.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here. They're going to hand this one off to Andrew Grigley for a 3-yard rush. Well, thank you everybody for watching this game. 28 watching here on YouTube. Thank you for everybody in the chat. EJ Ruiz, Michael Ruri, Naki, Dre. I see Blakely Radloff. I see and thank you for anybody that I might have missed. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's look at Cairo Croft going off the back foot to Jace Nickelberry. He just went off the back foot on that throw.
Yeah, and that's kind of a dangerous play. You don't like seeing QBs throwing off their back foot and lofting one up there. But, hey, he comes down with it, so I guess it's a great play.
What a throw there. Oh, my goodness. As here we go, 1st and 10 now, as we're going to be heading down to under 2 minutes left in the half here in Bowling Green. And Croft has a lot of time. He gets pressured and he gets dropped down. Sacked there in the backfield, and then Kent State's going to call a timeout. But we do have an update as we get ready for this play. End of the first quarter over on Twitch, and Miami leads against Notre Dame 14-7. That game over at Soldier Field in Chicago, a big-time game with the Hurricanes up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. That game over on Twitch. Here on YouTube, 3rd and 20 here for Kent State.
Yeah, and Bowling Green's defense is stepping up here towards the end of the first half, making some great plays, stopping the run, now getting a tackle for a loss on the read option. It's 3rd and 20.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge conversion if Cairo Croft can pick this up. 1 for 4 on 3rd downs in this game for Kent State. And I've got to think they might run down the clock here, and they're not going to. Croft, a lot of time to throw. He dishes it off to the side to Nickelberry. He's out of bounds. And you know what? That stops the clock in total, so that's going to help Bowling Green out a ton.
Kyle, that's a great point. Bowling Green has 3 timeouts. You have 20 yards to go for the first down. Sure, you're probably not going to get it, but to stop the clock and give them essentially another timeout.
Yeah, what a play. As A.J. Higgins on a 5-yard return. And here we go, Bowling Green, 1:28 to go. All 3 timeouts. And they're already almost to the 30-yard line in their own territory. Let's see what they can do here. Curtis Andrews threw for 2,424 yards last season at Miami. And here, he's going to be brought down and sacked there for a loss of 8. And one thing that I noticed was that he got sacked 26 times at Miami last season.
Yeah, he does not get rid of the ball. And he had so much time there.
Here we go. Oh, he almost got sacked again, and this time gets it up, and it's almost picked off there by Prestige again. He almost had that pick.
Yeah, Kelvin Gilbert is actually getting a lot of pressure in from that edge, and then he literally almost throws a pick right there, and you don't want to do that coming into the half. Get a handoff here going up towards the left side, and Stilley doesn't get a gain. 4th and 18, you're giving the ball right back to Kent State.
Yep, and Kent State uses a timeout with 1:17 to go in the opening half. As Bowling Green's going to punt this one away. This punt's going to be a deep one, taken at the 40-yard line by Kent State, and that is ideal right there, as the return is by Jeff Taylor. They get inside of Bowling Green territory. But we do have an update as we take a look at the offense. So Tanarius Harris extends the Miami lead 21-7 early in the second quarter over in Chicago at Soldier Field. Miami leads it over Notre Dame, and that one over on Twitch. Here on YouTube, 21-7, the same score as Kent State's on top late in the first half, and a quick throw by Croft has a man open. It's Quinn Peters. Now they're going to have to hurry up.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to hurry up. They're in the same situation that Bowling Green was in just a minute ago, where you want to score before the half. Croft actually is going to keep it on this one, and he scrambles. I think he gets a few there, before he gets brought down.
A nice tackle there by Bo Hampson, the defensive end. Getting the tackle there, 3rd and 6, 45 seconds. Croft is going to go deep. Got a man open, wide open. Touchdown, Kyle Perry. It was a matter of time before he got his first touchdown.
Well, I hope that's the right Kyle this time, Chad, because you're not going to be mad about having 7 points put back up on the board. And it looked like he just outran Dylan Wallace. I'm not sure which corner that was, but he got beat. He had the speed to try to get back to tackle him, but it was just too late.
That is a tough break for Bowling Green, as this one's going to be a deep kick taken on the 5-yard line. What can they get on this return, as it's brought all the way out to about the 32-yard line by A.J. Higgins. But man, I mean, Kyle Perry, we talked about when he made that catch earlier how fast he was. He showed his quickness right there on that play to get wide open like that.
Yeah, he definitely did. If you're Bowling Green right now, you want points to end the half.
Uh-oh, brought down. Curtis Andrews sacked down for a loss of 2. I didn't quite see who got to him, but what a play by Kent State's defensive line.
Yeah, that was Chris Gragas right there. Or Gragas, excuse me.
A huge play there. Here's the handoff. Looks like Bowling Green's going to want to take this one to the half, down by 21. It looks like they'll go hurry up, actually, with 20 seconds left on 3rd and 4. And here we go. Curtis Andrews is going to throw this one. He's going to loft it to the side, and it's almost picked off again. And that one, that time, I believe that was number 31, Matthew Coleman.
Yeah, dangerous pass and all efforts for not here for Bowling Green in the first half. You had some opportunities to put points on the board. You don't, and now you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, and here we go on the return all the way out to the 40. Look out here. Jeff Taylor with the 19-yard return. And where Curtis Andrews came from, Miami, Ohio, we used to see them last season returning a lot of punt returns. We saw a ton from them, and that was a great return right there. This should be fun. One final heave to the end zone for Cairo Croft with 3 seconds left in the half. And here we go. He is going to send this one deep, and they're going to be bunched up there. There's a lot of Kent State. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of Kent State receivers there, and nobody held on to the football. But we head to halftime here. 28-7 Kent State on top over Bowling Green. And I mean, what did you see, Ray? What did you see in the first half that kind of surprised you a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So what's surprising to me is how good Croft has been. He's definitely pressed the ball downfield, made it to where he's trying to look for big plays. I don't think he needs to do that with Grigley being the halfback, having a great game so far, but he's at least trying to push the issue. The big thing here is Bowling Green's defense woke up in the second quarter and kind of stopped some of the bleeding, right? The Kent State didn't get as many yards. They didn't get too many more opportunities to score. And quite frankly, Bowling Green needs to continue to do that into the second half if they want any chance in coming back and winning this game.
Yeah, it almost seemed like Kent State, or my apologies, Bowling Green's defense was just not awake. I mean, it was the start of the season. They just weren't awake in the first quarter. They absolutely woke up in the second quarter.
Yeah, they woke up in the second quarter, but look, you could definitely tell it's the offense. Where's the offense? So hopefully Curtis Andrews can get something going here. If the defense is going to do their job, Curtis Andrews, you got to do your job.
Yeah, that's for sure. And Curtis Andrews, I mean, he's been sacked at least 5 times in this game, which Bowling Green's offensive line has to make sure that they stop that. But Bowling Green's going to get the ball to begin the second half, down by 3 scores, 28-7, as here comes the return at the start of the third quarter. And on the return, it's a bring out all the way to the 26-yard line there. And that was by number 81, Kyle DeVito.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of good things from Kent State's defense right now. I think one of the best things I've seen is Rocky Dell at the middle linebacker position. He's definitely something the head coach of Kent State really likes. He wants to see more out of him, and I think he's going to have a pretty big season.
And here we go. There's a handoff on the first play, and Trevor Steele has nowhere to go on that play. Kelvin Gilbert with the tackle for loss. And you were talking about him earlier on, how big of an impact he's made for Kent State in terms of rushing Curtis Andrews.
Yeah, and expect the pressure to be there all night long.
Yeah, no, it is going to be there. It has been there so far, and it looks like it's there again. Trevor Steele is brought down there by Oliver Saxon. His first tackle for loss of the night. Congratulations to him. Third and 13 here.
And we've seen Saxon actually there to make the plays, but you're either getting Gargis or Palazzo that actually makes them. But Saxon's been there.
Yeah, and he's pressured. He just hasn't gotten on the stat sheet yet. Finally, he does. And Trevor Steele with a 3-yard rush. It seemed like Bowling Green kind of gave up on that last play.
Yeah, I know it's coming into the second half. They're down 3 scores. But if you're Bowling Green, just get some positive gains going. That's what builds momentum. You're not going to get it all back in one play.
Bringing this one to the 49-yard line on the return is Jeff Taylor. And here comes Kent State's flying and speedy offense led by Cairo Croft here. They're the Golden Flashes for a reason here. They are a speedy team.
Flash fast, Kyle.
Yep, and here we go. Here's a handoff, or my apologies, not a handoff. Wrigley went to the Wildcat formation and loses 3. Bill Cherry on the tackle.
Yeah, they actually read that one really good from the Wildcat position. However, there was no blocking. You got to get the blocks. You got to seal that edge if you're going to get to the edge.
Absolutely. What a play, though, by Bowling Green, 2nd and 13. And after that Wildcat play, they're going to hand this one off, and this time it's going to be a nice run there by Grigley, a gain of 8. 3rd and 5 here for Kent State.
Grigley is having himself a really nice game. He's actually getting really good yards every time he touches the ball, and he's been relevant in the passing game.
Yeah, what a night so far for him. Here is Cairo Croft. Has a lot of time to throw it and dishes it off to his man. Can he get to the first down marker? Not quite. Andrew Grigley just 2 yards short and 4th down here.
Yeah, I was actually going to wonder that because they're right inside the 50. You don't want to punt it. You don't want to kick a field goal here, so you're going for it on 4th and 2.
They're already 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Bowling Green came up big the first time. They're going to send pressure and a quick throw for the first down there by Kent State. That's a big catch there by Tyler King Jr.
Yeah, and that's actually a very, very close first down.
Yeah.
Could have definitely gone either way. The defender and the receiver kind of meeting at the marker, but good job picking it up nonetheless.
Yeah, 1st and 10. Quick throw on the pressure. Up ahead goes Jace Nickelberry for a 15-yard gain. And did you see him just almost bust right up through that gap of 2 defenders and almost get that touchdown there?
Yeah, Charlie Burnett, it was right there in the face of Croft, but he actually gets it off, and there's a good reception by Nickelberry, and that was just a great job by Croft, honestly. Pressure in your face, get rid of the ball, get positive yards.
1st and 10 here, and now they're almost inside the red zone for Kent State. Cairo Croft sends a man in motion, and he's going to back up and throw it across, and that's going to be caught there on the play by Gary Ken. They sent a man in motion, or no, that was Gary Ken who was the man in motion, and they fined him. So a nice play by Kent State.
Yeah, right. You're trying to pick up what the defense is giving you. Are they in zone? Are they in man? So what do? You put a man in motion. You try to reveal that from the defense. Ends up just being the guy in motion gets the ball.
And that was a phenomenal play there by Kent State. Great play call by this team. 1st and goal now. They're inside the 10. Croft fires to the end zone and is knocked down on the play. What a play.
Yeah, you hate to see that. You know, he looked like he had it. Almost looked like he thought about scoring first before catching the ball.
Yeah. And that's what these defenders think about sometimes. They're like, I want to score, but they got to intercept the ball first. Here goes Cairo Croft. Oh, he switched directions on it, and he picks up 5 yards. But a nice kind of touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, really good job saving the touchdown. Hopefully getting into a bend-don't-break defense right here. We'll see if it holds up.
And here we go, 2 for 7 on 3rd downs. Here's a 3rd and goal with 6 minutes to go. They're going to fake the handoff. Croft to the end zone. And another touchdown for Kent State. And just like we said in the last game about Toledo, this Kent State team looks like a well-oiled machine right now.
Yeah, you want to see that if you're a MAC team. You want to see offense, right?
Yeah,
we know
sure.
that a lot of these MAC teams, they have pretty decent defenses, but it's always going to come down to a shootout. So as long as they keep doing this, Kent State, they're going to show that they're going to be able to play with anybody in the MAC.
Hey, you got to think, as this one is going to be brought out of the end zone, actually, and brought all the way out to the 28-yard line by A.J. Higgins. But you got to think, like last season, Ohio won the MAC. But you got to think, like, all these teams are watching this game tonight and just saying, man, Kent State is super good. Toledo is super good, and they got to be scared about these upcoming games against them.
Well, they got to be saying something, right? Because Toledo put up a bunch of points. NIU put up a bunch of points.
Yeah.
And now Kent State is on a roll right now themselves, putting up a bunch of points. And we're talking about, even though Ball State, they took a big loss, they actually showed that they had some offense as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So we need to continue to see that here from Kent State. They definitely need to hit around the 50 points a mark if they want to be relevant in a MAC offense.
And Leonardo Moore with the catch, 3rd and 7, as Curtis Andrews have a moment in him to pick up the first down. They're less than 50% on 3rd down conversions, and the loft is caught there by Amari Jenkins. That's a huge play, his first reception of the night, and what a throw there by Curtis Andrews, a little touch pass.
Yeah, that was actually really, really good. We haven't seen Jenkins at all, but Andrews, if he gets that going, he gets other people involved, we could actually probably see some cohesiveness and consistency in this offense, and you might see some a good drive develop.
Absolutely. Curtis Andrews is going to go 5 wide on this play. And here he goes. And they're about at the 50-yard line. Andrews with a lot of time and flips it off, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, you hate to see that once you start to get some good plays and some momentum. Kyle, I actually have a question for you. Do you think that we're going to see Bowling Green in some of these 4 or 5 wide sets when they don't have an elite running back?
That's the tricky part. I think that Bowling Green, as this pass is caught there by Kyle DeVita, but I think that Bowling Green this season is going to go a lot of 5 wide on this season because they don't have a running back, and Curtis Andrews is just that good right there. As we saw on that play, they go 5 wide, and he finds a man over the middle with a great play.
Yeah, definitely somebody to watch for. To have a make or break year is going to be Andrews. Curtis Andrews definitely transferring in, has all the opportunity in the world to make a name for himself.
Well, Andrews got pressure there on the halfback screen, and Kent State, man, they have been pressuring Andrews all night long.
Kent State has so much on the defensive side of the ball. Defensive ends, corners, free safeties, they got talent everywhere.
Andrews throws it to the side, it's caught there, and inside the 10-yard line is going to go the Bowling Green State Falcons. R.J. Bennett, who almost is at the century mark in receiving yards, gets a huge play right there to get them inside the red zone and inside the 10.
And honestly, that's just a beautiful pass. He only put it to where Bennett could get it, and then that's when the Kent State defense comes in and swarms to him. Before that, great pass, great catch.
Yeah, well, Bowling Green has only been in the red zone 1 time tonight. They're 100% effective with a touchdown to their name. And here is going to be the handoff, and there goes Trevor Steele with a 2-yard loss on the play. Rocky Dale with his 2nd tackle for loss of the night.
Having a great game is Dell, and there's just so much talent everywhere on this defense that you like to see it, right? Dell, Champion, Gilzik, and Barnes, everybody in that linebacking core making something happen.
Yeah, 2nd and goal here with about 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They're going to hand this one off again, and look at Trevor Steele trucking a man and almost getting to the end zone. But we do have an update over on Twitch at Soldier Field. Notre Dame, they rally against Miami, and the Fighting Irish now lead at 28-21 over on Twitch. That is a great game. So let's go get that viewer count up over on Twitch as a throw by Andrews to Amari Jenkins. And here we go, 4th and goal. Do you think they'll go for that here?
No, they're not going to go for it, but what's hurting them is not having that elite running back or somebody to really count on in the backfield. They got stopped twice as they get the field goal up, and they get it through the upright. So they get 3 on the drive, but they got stopped twice trying to run the ball. And as we talked about earlier, Kyle, if you don't have somebody you can trust in the backfield, you're going to have to trust Andrews. Well, on that drive, it didn't work out.
Yeah, and a nice kick there by Jackson Cherry. His 2nd kick of the season, and that one is a field goal from 20 yards out. He kicked the extra point after the touchdown earlier on in the game. On the return, they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. But let's take a look at this game track and how good Cairo Croft has done in this game so far for Kent State.
Yeah, Cairo Croft is having himself a really good game. You're really excited if you're a Kent State fan, getting him in as a transfer. He threw 8 touchdowns in a single game last year. And coming into this game, he's already thrown 3, and that's actually already beaten the record for most passing touchdowns in a Kent State game. That was Dylon Tate back in season 10 with 3. So you like what you're seeing from Croft.
Yep, 1st and 10 here for Croft, and they're going to go with a handoff. and that's going to be Andrew Grigley with a 5-yard rush. Cairo Croft in the quarterfinal in the playoffs, they lost to Texas A&M when he was on Oklahoma. He threw for 153 yards, and he's definitely doing a lot more tonight for Kent State. Oh, wow, interesting play there. right as I say it.
Definitely doing a lot for Kent State, including not giving a turnover there because he was about to get laid out. So one of the edge rushers there got off. He just threw that one into the ground. Next play.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. Can they pick up the first down? Cairo Croft gonna go deep, and that is a big-out catch there by Quinn Peters, a diving catch. And we saw a catch like that in the last game, and we see it right here. What a catch!
Yeah, Quinn Peters laying it out on the line and getting that. If you're Croft, I mean, yeah, you want to lead him, but there was nobody around. If he actually catches that in stride, he might be taking that to the house.
Yeah, that is true. That would have been an easy touchdown there for Kent State, but what a catch there. And here we go. Here is Cairo Croft. He's going to take off because he didn't see anything downfield. And this time, right after the play, Bowling Green make up for it. Elliott Smith with the sack.
Yeah, and I think a theme that you're starting to see here is that when Croft is scrambling against Bowling Green, Bowling Green's defensive line is actually picking it up. So yeah. Croft hasn't been looking good scrambling. It's either giving the ball up to Grigley or finding somebody else, one of his weapons on the outside. So let's hope that Croft picks up on that as well.
Almost 200 more yards of offense for Kent State, and they're just tallying it on now. And the rush there from Grigley makes it a 3rd and 8. So they make up for what they lost.
Yeah, you're in a bad situation here. You're not in field goal range. It's 3rd and 8. You really need to make something happen here, and that's why you went out and got Croft.
3rd and 8. Croft, a ton of time to throw, and he let out another man. It's Quinn Peters again.
This might be the Quinn Peters show.
Oh my gosh, he made back-to-back diving catches on his last 2 receptions.
But that's the thing. He's having to do it. Like, Quinn Peters is actually the one making the play here. Yeah. If you're Croft, Peters beat the defense, right? Lay it out. Don't make him have to lay out for it. Put it to him in stride, and there's 2 touchdowns right there, right, on the same drive that you could have had.
Yeah, they hand it off here, and Grigley is going to be met down for a loss. Oh, he got up, and then I guess his knee was down for a 5-yard loss. Yeah. Bo Hampson with the tackle.
Yeah, spot that one down. Let's get down when you can get down. I know you want to make a big play here, but you got 3 guys around you. Just hold on to the ball.
I don't want to make any costly turnovers for your team when you're doing this well right now. 2nd and 15, and a handoff again. It is Grigley, and he breaks a tackle and breaks free now all the way down to about the 10-yard line. What a play by Andrew Grigley. It makes it a 3rd and 6, which is a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, it's manageable. But Bowling Green, you're in the situation again. You got him into 3rd down. This is 2nd or 3rd time on this drive. Can you get the stop?
They hand it off now, and running free, but not quite enough is Tyler King Jr. 4th and 4 now, and you got to think Kent State going to go for another field goal, and it's going to be another field goal attempt here for Jesse Wilfong. And Jesse Wilfong has already missed 1 tonight, and this time he makes sure that he doesn't miss this one.
Yeah, he gets 3 on the drive. However, they should have had a touchdown at least 2 times. Croft definitely wanting those throws back that he gave out to Peters. But you're up 28 points. Can't argue.
Yeah, but on the kickoff and on the return all the way out to the 24-yard line goes A.J. Higgins, and here comes Bowling Green. And Curtis Andrews has actually had a pretty good night, but he's just been sacked a lot, as we can see from this replay. And sometimes he's thrown some risky passes.
Yeah, but that's what's being asked of him, right? Because you don't have the ground game if you're Bowling Green. So what do? You go to Curtis Andrews, and he's having to find Bennett, who we've seen a lot to tonight. We're hoping to find Higgins. You've seen Jenkins kind of start to get involved there, but DeVita. We haven't called DeVita's name in a while.
Here we go, 1st and 10, a deep shot here, and it's dropped. It was dropped by Kyle DeVita.
Yeah, I was about to say, we haven't said DeVita's name in a while. Maybe that's why.
That is a tough break for DeVita, and Andrews perfectly placed that throw. He goes 5 wide and finds his man over the middle, and making up for the drop pass is R.J. Bennett. He's been doing this all night long and goes over the century mark with his 10th reception of the night.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from RJ Bennett. And I think that that's somebody that you're going to watch out for in the MAC, especially if you're a defensive coordinator or something coming in and playing Bowling Green. Look out for Bennett.
And 1 minute to go in the third quarter. They're going to hand this one off. And Trevor Steele has no time there as he loses 3. Kelvin Gilbert, who we've said his name a ton tonight, makes another big play.
Yeah, if I'm Curtis Andrews, I'm happy with what you're doing on this drive. You're a little upset DeVita drops a ball in stride, but it's 2nd and 13. You can still convert and move the ball here.
2nd and 3, they're going to hand it off again, and Steele has nowhere to go. Again, he's dropped. This time it's Chris Gargis, and no gain on the play either, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking about Gargis quite a bit tonight. That whole front line for the defensive line for Kent State, they're mean.
Curtis Andrews got a man open. It's RJ Bennett, of course. But Kent State stops them, 4th and 3. Will they go for it? And no, they're going to settle for a punt here late in the third quarter.
Yeah, maybe once you get into the 4th, you start going for it when you're down 28. I think they kind of want to see if their defense can get something going again.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, look out, though. A bad punt play by the Kent State Golden Flashes, and almost a turnover by Kent State, too. And that was picked up off the crazy bounce there by the walk-on Lynch.
Yeah, if you're Kent State, that's the worst thing that can happen to you in this situation, is giving Bowling Green momentum going into the 4th, and that would have put them in great field position. But luckily, they get the ball back.
And they hand this one off on the final play of the third quarter to Andrew Grigley. He'll pick up the first down. It is a blowout here, 38-10, heading into the 4th quarter, and Kent State is looking to put this one away. Don't miss this conclusion. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Well, here we go. First down for Kent State as we start the 4th quarter. After that, Andrew Grigley take up the gut and the first down, a gain of 10. Or my apologies, a gain of 11. And this time, Grigley does not go anywhere there. Brought down by Michael Taylor. And that's actually back-to-back tackles by Taylor on back-to-back runs by Grigley.
Yeah, Hampson and Smith have played well on this D-line for Bowling Green, and they've shown signs that they can stop this offense.
Yep, here we go. Croft goes over the middle, and that pass is caught. And look out, can he break tackles? Not quite. Nickelberry down inside the red zone. What a throw by Croft, and Nickelberry was wide open. The safety did not get to him in time.
And that's who they're actually looking to for Kent State's offense, is Croft to Nickelberry. A lot of good word out in the spring about Nickelberry and about Croft coming in. They seem to form a connection, and you saw it right there. The head coach loves it. He's expecting more of that the rest of the year.
But yeah, here we go, 1st and 10. And a fake handoff. Croft, look out, brought down for a sack there, and brought down by Michael Taylor. And man, he has been involved in these last few plays.
Yeah, look at Croft trying his best to shake people off. You almost think that he would have had a better chance getting into Grigley on the outside there, but, you know, good job by the defense.
2nd and 14. Croft gonna hand it off. Going to the outside is gonna be Grigley, and he's gonna pick up 5 yards on the play.
Again, Grigley just having a nice, like, just not even quiet, because we've said his name a lot, but it's just consistent. Every time he's getting the ball, he's doing something great with it.
Absolutely. It has been evident here. 3rd and 10. Croft fires to the end zone, and it is picked up by Bowling Green and intercepted in the end zone. And that is Dylan Wallace, the cornerback, picking up his first interception.
Yeah, he gets the foot in right before he steps out of the back of the end zone. That's a great play. Croft definitely threw some picks last year at OU. He's forcing the issue early in this game. There, it comes to bite him right there.
Andrews immediately after the interception finds Higgins for a 13-yard gain. I want to congratulate Dylan Wallace. Congratulations, buddy. That's your first interception in the CFSL. Congratulations on that one. And
yeah, congratulations.
What a big time to get it here. Now, after that first down, it's a handoff up the middle, and the nice run there by Steele picks up 9.
Yeah, and Wallace, what does he do, right? He takes a big pick in the end zone, stops the score, and he actually gives his team some life here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they've never, knowing these MAC teams, they don't go down without a fight. And here we go. It is Andrews, a lot of time, lofts it deep, and a diving catch there by, oh, what a catch there by Babineau.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, we have seen some amazing catches tonight on both sides of the ball. This one, though, in coverage. He actually reaches out in coverage, barely sneaks behind the defender and lays out and grabs it. That's something beautiful to watch. You're not going to see that very often.
Yeah, Gabriel Cole was on the coverage there, and what a play by Babineau to get that catch. Andrews going to go 5 wide again. I think Bowling Green has found out their game plan here. Pressure off the edge. It's a throw to the sideline, and Leonardo Moore goes out of bounds for a gain of 4.
That's all right. Keep the yardage coming. Keep chewing it up. You want to get into the end zone here, and you're just outside the red zone. If I'm Bowling Green, I'm feeling really good.
Here we go, 2nd and 6. And Andrews goes 5 wide again, and this time he's going to take off. He's a speedy quarterback and rushes to the sideline and gets out at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
Yeah, Andrews kind of coming back in there, having a little fun there. But that's actually a great play. You pick up a bunch of yards, you get out of bounds, you don't get hit, and now you're in here with 4 wideouts on the left.
Here is, look at Curtis Andrews going 5 wide again. Got his man open all the way down to the 2-yard line is Babineau. And he didn't have a reception until that last diving catch, and now he's starting to find himself here.
Yeah, Babineau actually trying his hardest to get in, and it was just so many Kent State defenders around trying to keep him out.
Curtis Andrews, another 5 wide play. He's gonna go with a design QB run. No gain on the play. Rocky Dale with back-to-back tackles.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to run it at Rocky Dale or anyone in the front 7 here. So if I'm Bowling Green, I'd like to see like a play action here or something.
Here we go. They're gonna hand this one off right up the middle lane. Steal is just a yard short. It'll be 4th and goal. Marshall right with the tackle, and here we go. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. And you got to think Curtis Andrews is going to throw this one here.
He's got to throw it.
Here we go. No, they're going to hand it off instead, and just a turnover. Tommy Myers.
Kyle, we talked about it. Bowling Green has gotten down in the red zone a few times, but they're handing the ball off, and they don't have somebody that they can trust to hand the ball off to. So Curtis Andrews has to throw the ball there, and he doesn't.
Yeah, what a play. Oh, what a run there by Andrew Grigley. I was about to say, look out here for the safety that Bowling Green can get. But Grigley takes matters into his own hands and picks up the 1st down and gets them some pretty good yardage here.
Yeah, and kudos to Kent State's D for stopping them in the goal line.
Yeah, what a goal line stand here as Croft is going to get pressured and throw it out. And he was getting pressure on that play. And that was a smart play. Like you said earlier, you like the smart plays from the quarterbacks.
Yeah, David Anderson Jr. was getting in there on the blitz, and he actually got to him inside the face mask, it looked like, just in his face. He throws it away, though.
Here's a throw over the middle now, and this one's going to be caught. Another big play there, and this time it's going to be Connor Marecki, his 2nd reception of the night for Kent State.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far, but if you're out there in the sports books and you're betting, the over was 64.5. We're not there. So
hey, there's still a lot of time left.
So if you're a bettor, you want to see Kent State go down the field and score here.
You also want to see Bowling Green get some points on the board too, because if both teams get some points on, it'll be very helpful. Croft's gonna go deep, picked off again, intercepted, and look out on the return. And a nice return out to the 38-yard line.
Anderson Jr. goes up and takes that one away. He was in the face of Croft earlier. In this one, he's taking it away. He's probably looking at Croft saying, yeah, I got it. Keep throwing it at me.
Yeah, he's like, man, I love these throws. They're easy to intercept. What a play there. Bowling Green, they're getting some huge plays out of their offense. I think their next step, or my apologies on that one. Getting some big plays out of their defense. Their next step is their offense, and that could happen right now here. And here he is again. Andrews lofting it over the middle with the touch pass to Moore.
Yeah, how about Moore holding on to that one as he was getting played in by Matthew Coleman, who was going to hit him over the middle. He holds on to it, and that's really good. Let's talk about Croft for a minute. Coming from OU, he had 15 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. You're starting to see that same trend.
Yeah, so already in this game.
Yeah, like Croft, he can throw, he can get you some points, but he can also throw some picks.
5 wide for Andrews, has a lot of time, is going to go deep, got a man wide open, touchdown, DeVita. Kyle DeVita, what a catch. It was a toe tapper in the end zone.
Yeah, I think he's making up for that drop earlier. In this one, he's doing it with style.
Oh, what a catch, man. That was an unbelievable catch, and we're going to get into it. I'm not surprised. That was an unbelievable catch. And let's see here, as DeVita, does he get a foot inbounds?
No, his foot's already down. The right foot was already down. The question is going to be, does he have control of the ball?
Let's find out here from the referees. Oh, this is just... Oh, the play's going to stand. There you go, Kyle DeVita. Congratulations on that incredible touchdown catch. A 3-play, 54-yard drive, and it's 38-17.
I'm going to give you a hard time, Kyle DeVita. That should have been 2.
That's true. I mean, we've seen a lot of crazy plays from him so far, and some drop passes too. But yeah, here we go. An onside kick is going to hit. Oh, look out! It's Bowling Green ball on the onside kick.
Is that the first in CFSL history where the onside kick has actually been recovered by the kicking team?
That's definitely the first that I've ever seen. Wow, what a play.
I think it is. I'm getting some. We're getting some in chat, and it looks like it might be. We need PX1 Sports to actually maybe come in and let us know. That might be the first one recovered by the kicking team.
Bennett, 123 yards receiving. Bowling Green, not out of it yet, but they have a lot of crazy plays ahead of them right now. 2nd and 3, and a handoff. This will be Trevor Steele for a 1-yard gain. Go ahead. What you were saying.
Yeah, so we're getting some updates here from PX1 Sports stat team. It's not the first onside kick ever recovered by the kicking team, but it's definitely rare. Okay, so 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. You're down 3 scores. Not impossible, especially if you can get some onside kicks back.
Andrews with a huge play picks up the first down here, and Bowling Green, they just need to get some points. They need a touchdown here. If they can get it, it's 38-24. It would still be a crazy, miraculous comeback, but man, I mean, if you bet in the over tonight, you're obviously super happy at what you're seeing right now as a handoff and a nice run there. Again, 79 yards rushing for Bowling Green, and Tommy Myers gets his stats padded right there.
Yeah, so we had Kent State was favored by 10, and then the over was 64.5. So if you get another score here for the bettors, you guys are good. And maybe if they get this within 10, there's some bets there to be won.
Yeah, and there is the speedy James Stone there, his first tackle for loss of the game right there. That's a big one late in this one.
Yeah, he actually just spins off the block there and just gets him. And it's 3rd and 5, and Andrews, you got to make a play.
Gotta make a play here. 3rd and 5 wide. It trips to the near side as Andrews throws it and got a man open over the middle, and a huge catch there. And that is another massive play there by Kyle DeVita. Had that touchdown catch, and Andrews will go 5 wide again as they start playing hurry up. And here we go. Marshall Wright was on the tackle there. Here is Andrews. Gonna go over the middle. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Hens. This game's not over yet.
It's not over yet. 2 minutes and 52 seconds, enough time to definitely make some noise. And we see it all the time in the MAC. There's no let up. If you're down 20, they don't care. They're still going to play. So big pass by Andrews. Good catch. And now let's see if they go for 2 or if they just play some smart here, get the extra point. They're going to put the extra point team on the field.
They're going to play it smart. And there you go. So all of a sudden, a 14-point game. It is suddenly a 2-score game. But it would be a miracle if Bowling Green would win this game. They got to get this onside kick, though. Can they get 2 in a row? Here we go. The hands team is out for Kent State, and it's picked up on the play there by Kyle Perry. He got that touchdown catch and that diving catch earlier. Or my apologies, not a diving catch. It was about a 50-yard reception, and makes sure that Bowling Green doesn't get another one.
Yeah, so not the worst thing in the world for Bowling Green, right? You got one back and you scored. Now it's the defense's turn. Can you get a turnover? Can you get a stop? That doesn't look too good as Grigley is getting a 12-yard run up the middle. But Bowling Green, you got to get another turnover here.
Yeah, thank you for everybody joining us in the chat tonight. I'll read the names after this play, after that first down by Grigley. 1st and 10, and they're going to run the whole clock here with about over 2 minutes to go here as Grigley with the catch. Or the carry, timeout, Bowling Green. Thank you to Michael Worry, E.J. Ruiz, Mike Taylor, Will Stern, Ian Rogers, Juanita Taylor. Thank you, everybody, and whoever I missed as well for joining us tonight in this game, as it'll be a first down for Grigley. That might be the dagger right there for Kent State.
Yeah, that's not what you want from from Bowling Green. You need a turnover.
There's a throw. Oh, look out here. It hits the man. It's David Anderson who it hit there. And that was very dangerous right there. Definitely not what Kent State wants to do.
Kyle, if I'm Kent State, I'm not even trying to throw the ball. I got Grigley. I have a good offensive line. I want to run. I want to chew clock.
Exactly. And then they're going to throw it. Croft over the middle, and it's caught there. That's Nickelberry. And a first down to seal the deal as Bowling Green uses their final timeout.
Yeah, that's dangerous. They're playing dangerous, but now they're trying to make a statement here to open up MAC play.
Wrigley, and the ball's free. It's picked up by Bowling Green, and a turnover. Bowling Green is still in this one, ladies and gentlemen.
We're talking about it. What does Bowling Green need? They need turnovers. What does Kent State need to do?
Goodness.
Protect the ball. You guys have a 2-score lead, and there's 2 minutes left. That's enough time to score 2 touchdowns. Bowling Green used all their timeouts, so Kyle. So that's something to be aware of on offense as Bowling Green tries to score.
Big play there by Gabriel Cannon, the cornerback, stripping the ball from Grigley. Kurt Andrews needs a big play in him right now as he goes 5 wide. He changed the play at the line. Andrews is going to dish it off and running free, and that's going to be second inches, so the clock's going to run here.
Yeah, it's going to run. I thought he was actually going to step out of bounds, and they were just kind of hurry up the offense.
Now here we go. Andrews is going to spike it. 3rd and inches with 1:38 to go.
Yeah, I don't even think you need to spike it there. Just, hurry up. Maybe dive for the first down, do a QB sneak there or something. Stop the clock. This, it works, but you give up a down.
3rd and inches. Here is Andrews getting pressure. And he's sent down by his own man. Brought down by Matthew Prestige.
Yeah, he was actually getting pressure from both sides, and then both offensive guards just didn't even do anything. They actually looked like they were going to go opposite ways to block the opposing defensive player. Everybody's in his way. Andrews has nowhere to go, nowhere to throw the ball, and now you're stuck at 4th and 8, and you're on the 5-yard line. The clock's ticking.
Here we go. Trips to the far side here. They need a miracle. 4th and 8. This might be the final play of the game for Bowling Green. They got a man open. That's a first down, though. But they got to hurry as it's Moore with the catch.
I mean, I get it, Kent State. They have to go 95 yards. I get it. Play soft.
Here we go. Another 5 wide here. Pressure going, and the throw is caught by Babineau.
Yeah, and again, there's number 11, Matthew Prestige, who's in the face of Andrews. He's been there all night, actually.
Really
maybe that's a game plan from the defensive side of Kent State of the corner blitzes, but Andrews handled that one pretty well.
This is a great game. 1:11 to go, and what a pass by Andrews, getting that off with Prestige in his face and still perfectly placing that one. But here we go, 1st and 10. Here is Andrews, has a lot of time and throws it across, and it's caught there, and that's a first down, so the clock stops again.
First down, stop the clock, move the chains, hurry up offense, do it again.
They're almost at the 50 as well. Andrews has 387 yards passing, and here he's going to go deep over the middle, and it's deflected there by Trey White.
Yeah, Trey White looking to maybe pick that one off and seal the game for good, but nonetheless, great job batting it away.
2nd and 10, 1:01 to go. In the 4th, this has been a great game at the end here with this Bowling Green comeback. Andrews throws a deep free. Bowling Green is down by a score. It's Leonardo Moore.
And what a play by Moore to beat the defense. And Andrews sees it. So there's nobody there. There's nobody around him. That's an easy score. Just throws the ball past the defender. That's Cole that gets beat on it. And Moore just takes it into the house for like a 54-yard reception.
Bowling Green has not given up. And what a fight from this team. I mean, this team is the lowest, has the lowest total players in the MAC. And they have made it a 7-point game in 55 seconds. But you know what? It would be all for naught if they cannot get this onside kick because they have no timeouts to go. Here we go. This could be it right here. The kick is away, and it's caught by Kent State. And pending a turnover, of course, that'll do it with 53 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I'm really happy, actually. You know, Bowling Green didn't give up. And like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, as we go into victory formation here, they knew that they didn't have elite players, 5-star caliber players. They didn't have a good recruiting season. Kent State did. And look at Bowling Green. They came back and put this game within 7. So that says a lot about the coaching staff and these players and what they're probably going to be able to do this season in the MAC.
Great game by Bowling Green, but a great game by Kent State. The final knee is down, and Kent State is going to get their first win of the season after going under 500 last season. And Cairo Croft, the transfer from Oklahoma, gets his first win in the MAC. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, congratulations to Croft. Definitely coming in. He had a really great game, showed why he was such a highly touted transfer coming out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, play of the game, the touchdown catch by Kyle Perry. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here with the CFSL on PX1 Sports. What a great game so far. And that'll do it. Kent State with a massive win. Thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, David Roy, and my broadcast partner, Raymond McConnell, for tonight's action. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Kyle Mathis, and you've been watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And we will see you at 6 p.m. on Twitch TV tomorrow for a doubleheader between Missouri and LSU, and then USC and Oklahoma at 7:45 on Twitch TV. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.